Okay guys, a little less sweaty this time, but it is already 90 degrees outside and it's only 7 a.m. So let's make this quick. This is pretty much the meat and potatoes of everything that I'm going to be taking with me. So we'll cover the things that are not in this pile really quickly first. The only thing that's not here is the tent, which is maybe about 2 to 3 times the width of this bag right here that's sitting on top of the tarp, so quite a small footprint. My personal bag with my clothes and things like that, and then of course some camp kitchen items, so like plates and the snack bag that I'm taking, and that's still at home because I'm still building my snack bag. So, okay, we're gonna get started on something that just lives in the airplane anyways. This is our go-to kit no matter where we're going. So we've got all of your basic aircraft needs in here. 2 different types of tie downs. We really like using these ratchet strap types, but we've got ropes as well. A couple quarts of oil, spare inspection covers, spark plugs, chocks, gust locks, cleaning supplies. Basically, just your essentials. This is our essentials kit. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the tool bag. This is not my forte. My husband packed this one for me. He's definitely the professional behind that, but it's got pretty much everything you could need for simple repairs that could happen on the go. Nothing like super major, but we've got pretty much all the wrenches we could need, sockets, pliers, crimpers, safety wire, things like that. And this is probably the densest and heaviest thing that's going to be going into the airplane, single item thing, obviously. Securing the plane at OSH, I cannot recommend this kit enough. It's relatively lightweight. I'd say maybe about 10 pounds in this bag. And the claw, basically it's a claw system that gets hammered into the ground at an angle, super secure. Definitely the best way to secure your airplane to the ground for that, especially with sometimes the storms we can get, but hopefully won't. Gotta go with the claw. This is not a sponsored video. I just really like the claw system. Okay, let's talk about a few things that I have that I like to use to make camp home. I've been camping since I was very young, so this is going to be a very simple, very short list. This is new to us. This will be our first trip with it, is the Jackery 60-watt solar panel. This will be used in conjunction with this power box. It's the Explorer 160. We feel for us that's plenty of power, primarily just phone charging, iPad charging. I might charge my laptop a little bit so I can edit some videos for you guys. But this is gonna take care of pretty much everything that we have power-wise. We're really excited to use this for the first time. Another new purchase was a 2-pound lightweight pop-up foldable little side table. Oh, that's another thing that I don't have out here yet, obviously, is the cooler. We've got a slightly soft-sided square Arctic cooler that, again, takes care of pretty much all of our food needs. But I noticed that I find myself eating on the Arctic cooler as a table, so I did get us this super lightweight foldable pop-up table, and it's about this big. So I'm excited for that because that's a luxury I haven't had yet. Hi, I feel like now that you're down on my level, this is a little more intimate. Perfect. It starts very early in the morning. Every day I make a cup of coffee with this Jetboil, and this Jetboil is a lifesaver for all types of camp cooking. It's fast. If you don't know what it is, look it up. They're amazing. I can't remember exactly which one. Oh, this is the Mini Mo, which is perfect for us. I also carry with me, of course, this little poppable, collapsible travel coffee filter that makes a really nice single cup of coffee, or a couple. You just put your coffee grounds directly into there, boil your water in Jetboil, pour it over your favorite mug or whatever it may be, and you have a fresh cup of coffee. If you're gonna be at OSH, come see me. I'd love to make you a cup of coffee with this. I think everybody is pretty familiar with these chairs now. They're 2 pounds. They're small. It's enough to go like halfway up your back, but it's enough. You don't spend a lot of time at camp, especially at OSH, but they set up in about 45 seconds, and like I said, 2 pounds and quite small. They're smaller than a sleeping bag, smaller than the sleeping pad footprint even, which I might as well just go into next. We both have lightweight, kind of self-inflating, but it's nice to obviously give them a little bit of help by blowing them up a bit. But lightweight, self-inflating sleeping pads. These are plenty for us personally when we're at OSH with that nice thick grass. When you get onto harder surfaces or dirt or something, if you end up camping in a dirt strip or out in the desert or whatever it may be. These are a little dicey, I'm not gonna lie, I do get a little achy on them. Speaking of sleeping, we also have these lightweight, kind of compact sleeping bags. These ones are by Voided. Mine's got a really cute pattern on it, but I really enjoy them because they're single person, or you can open them up, unzip them, and zip them together and make a 2-person like sleeping bag. I mean, it's a small 2-person sleeping bag, but it's a 2-person. I personally really like to be snuggled up in my tiny little, my personal sleeping bag tube, but maybe that's not for everybody. Anyways, and then we also do have, oh good, I have one closed, one open. So we have these, I'm gonna take some full-size pillows this time just because we have a little bit of extra space. But I'll also be taking these, which is normally the only thing we take, and they're these compact pillows that fold, roll up into this little nugget, and then after, you know, kind of beat it into submission. Once you open it up, she does fluff up a decent amount, and this is all I sleep on usually. Okay, so this is definitely a luxury and just a personal item, but I do like to bring, if you've never seen these before and you like to stay active when you're camping or just stretch out, or just have somewhere to sit, this travel yoga mat, there are a lot available online just like it. I don't know how to say this word, but it's basically Amazon's yoga brand, and it's super cool. It so it folds like longitudinally, hot dog style, and then like an accordion, you know, like this. And it's pretty like if you just had a backpack, it fits right in a backpack, most backpacks. I'll actually unfold this a little bit. It's going to be dual use for me. We have on the shelf that we have back here, the baggage shelf, which goes back to about here. I'm also going to unfold this and lay this out to keep any of the gear from sliding forward. I'll pick up a fan this year. It wasn't a huge requirement for me, but our friends had one last year and we really enjoyed it, hanging out in their tent when we did. But the big thing is just, even if it's just a little bit of movement, it's nice to move that air around just a touch and keep it from getting too stagnant. So we had a lot of rain last year, and our tent is a little bit too tall to fit under the wing. So really putting it like behind the wing just made it worse because it was just pouring the water onto us. So I'm thinking about like extending the tarp from the tent and like out past, or extending the tarp from the wing and like out past the tent if I have to. But obviously we've got one to go underneath the tent, and then if I need another one, and figure out some unique way to help out our shelter situation. I've got two. So this I definitely want to talk about. A little more serious is, you know, this is my first time doing this journey solo, and quite slow, and in a, you know, I like to call her my little paper airplane. But there are tons and tons of scenarios, especially over the places that I'll be flying across the country, that I could have some kind of failure and have to land the airplane somewhere and still be totally fine, not set off the ELT, don't want to set off the ELT, don't want to try to force it myself, but I still need to call for help, but I don't have service, which is, again, like I said, very common across Kansas, Nebraska, all those areas. So this is a personal locator beacon. It's really cool. You just, if you don't know about it, you just register it with NOAA, so they now have all of my information, and basically if I activate this on my own, it's going to call like a lot of people. It's going to call like, I don't know, like Coast Guard, National Guard. Everybody's going to be alerted that somebody has set off a personal locator beacon, and then they'll come find me, and it'll probably be a little bit quicker than my ELT going off anyway. So this, I think, especially given where I'm flying, how I'm flying, and that I'm totally alone, and just making kind of on the go decisions as well. I'm just going to be stopping wherever my heart desires. It's really important to have one of these. I have a lot of confidence in my journey, knowing that I have this in my back pocket. And I think that's it. So yeah, to recap, the only thing missing from this pile here that you saw was the cooler, the very small tent, and my one personal bag, and like my snack and like miscellaneous bag. That's it. So it's all gonna fit in here and in our little bin up here.